My name's Dave, and this is my floating home. Cruising through life in the slow lane, I explore, discover, and experience tranquility and peace. In the great outdoors, I connect with nature. On this episode, I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey back to the past, really. We're going back to some old episodes that have gone missing. And I've remastered them, I've found them, remastered them, put them together, and I'm going to put them out on this video. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Just look at that. So beautiful. January and a beautiful sunny day. It's rare. This time of the year can be really dull. Grey skies, lots and lots of rain, stormy weather, all that high wind, and not much sunlight. And so we can feel a bit down or depressed at times. But nature can do what she wants. And days like this do come along. So there's always hope and there's always something to look forward to, even though it may be dull and grey and you're feeling a bit down. It will pass. It will pass. I find that the more time that you spend out in nature, connecting with nature, you can actually get closer to nature. And that's what I do at the front of the boat. I sit out, I'll have my cup of coffee, get comfy, and just sit there, and the birds just come down and feed in front of you. And it's just a wonderful feeling and unexplainable, really, of just being in that present moment when nature is right in front of you. It is a wonderful feeling. I've rescued a few birds in my time, and including a heron. Yeah, a heron. And it stayed on the boat overnight, believe it or not. There's a boat up there and there's a lady on it, so if we can get her to reverse the boat, I'll go on the front on the bow. We can rescue this heron.
You got it?
Yep.
Well done, yeah. He's got it.
Right.
I wasn't here at the time, but apparently there was a bit of a fight between the goose and the heron. Maybe they're nesting, you see, just up the canal there, just around the corner. And unfortunately, the heron came off worst. I can't believe this. You won't believe what's in here. It's regurgitated a fish in my boat. I really do need to meditate tonight. Dinner's ready. Oh. Let's do some meditation together, shall we? Yeah. And you've left me another present. The next morning, the RSPCA arrived, and the injured heron was taken off to be treated for a damaged wing, and eventually it made a full recovery and was released back into the wild. All this beautiful blue sky and sunshine reminds me of when I used to live in the Canary Islands, surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean off the west coast of Africa. And it was there that I overcome one of my greatest fears. In fact, a fear that was with me right from childhood, and that was putting my head underwater. I was a great swimmer, but didn't want to dive underwater. It was too scary. Living over there on that island gave me the opportunity to overcome that fear. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. There was this gentleman that was freediving, and I couldn't believe that he was going down for, it was only maybe a few minutes, but I couldn't believe how long he was staying down for. I asked him, how do you do that? How do you hold your breath for so long? He showed me. I had to learn to meditate and relax before going underwater. You have to be in a really good zone, relaxed, chilled out zone. Because when you're diving down into the deep, it's going to get darker. And if you're doing what I did, which was cave diving on one breath, you really couldn't lose your nerve down there. If, let's say, if a shark appeared or a ray in front of you, you can't panic. became a lot healthier as well, believe it or not. Actually doing the breath holds and it's like a yoga type of breathing. You create more oxygen in your bloodstream, in your body, reduces stress, helps strengthen the immune system, which can help fight disease and viruses. So yeah, that was a bit of an awakening for me, because I was finding space and finding that space so I could free my mind of a lot of things. Some people say everything out there is a cinema, it's a screen, and everything we see is being projected onto it. And we're the actors in that big play, acting out the stories. I prefer to look at it as a canvas, a huge canvas, and the artist is nature. Right, playtime. Get my pencil. Let's do some sketching. There's a wonderful white canvas out there. It needs something on it. Let's see what we can create. First, quick drink of this tea. That's good. Right, let's do this. It's amazing how art, drawing, singing, playing an instrument, music, actually brings us a lot of enjoyment. Nature, art, our own creativity together brings us together, unites us. I think that looks quite good. Not quite, but it is good. I think that's wonderful. I feel like a kid today. I feel like I'm a youngster. That sun's getting bright and it'll start warming this up and it'll start melting. So I'll go and do another one at the back because there's no sun there. Let's go and do one at the back. Now, I do love sitting out during the day, but it's also good sitting out on the roof on a night time, especially if it's going to be a clear sky. I've always been interested in the stars, looking up as a child into the sky and wondering, what's out there? What is that star? What is that planet? So I do come out on the top of the roof and sit out here in the dark and do a bit of stargazing. And especially when we've got that moon, that full moon. I just love full moons and watching them rise above the horizon. Over there, it's a full moon and it's about to rise. Sky's clear. The stars are starting to show. So we've got a good chance of seeing it in all its glory. Great thing about living on a narrowboat and being on the canal in the countryside is that you get less light pollution, so you're able to see a lot more stars. Got Jupiter up there as well. See that very clearly. Wow, isn't that glorious? Just look at that. So beautiful. Canals are a beautiful place for reflection. If you are familiar with the canal, you'll know that the water doesn't flow fast, and you get these amazing reflections, and they can be mirror-like, but they're always changing because there's an object or an element of nature that interacts and creates ripples, movement, and then that just creates a new picture. And I just love watching that and tuning into that. And it's them moments that I'm in a place of stillness. Isn't this beautiful? This is Bugsworth Basin on the Upper Peak Forest Canal, just on the edge of the Peak District. I've made this journey to Bugsworth Basin many times before, travelling along slowly at 4 miles an hour at 500 feet above sea level, and the views are amazing. As we approach Disley, we get a fantastic view of Kinder Scout. The clouds rolling down like a cascade of water, like a waterfall. then if you're there when the wind's blowing up the side of the mountain, it blows this big waterfall called Kinder Downfall, 100 feet high. It blows it back up. An amazing sight to see. Just looking through the side of the hedgerow, found a gap just here where I am now, and you can see the landscape. You can see the city of Manchester in the background, and the hills beyond that, and the light was amazing. Nature is a great healer. If you can't get outdoors, don't worry. Just keep watching my episodes and I'll bring nature to you. It is really getting cold out here, so it's time to go inside and get a nice cup of tea. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the experience. If you have, click the like button. Please do subscribe. It's a great way to support me, and click the bell button for notifications. That will tell you when the next episode is online. You can also join me on Facebook and Instagram. Keep the comments coming in. I love reading the comments and I will try to answer as many as I can. Take care. I'll catch you on board again very soon. It is really, really cold. Catch you on the next episode.